Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan, one of the engineers here at ElevenLabs. We've got some exciting news today. Our long-form content editor, Studio, is now available for everyone. It's perfect for creating audiobooks and editing longer podcasts. We've packed it with new features, and I get to demo a few of my favorites right now. So let's say that I created a new audiobook by importing The Great Gatsby as an EPUB. And as I can see, the AI came up with a few voices that it assigned to existing characters in the book. So let's listen to what it sounds like.
Anything to say about what?
Inquired Gatsby politely.
Okay, that's pretty good, but I can also change those voices, and I can rename the alias, maybe exaggerate the style a bit. Click save. Play again.
Anything to say about what?
Inquired Gatsby politely.
Yeah, that's much better. In case I prefer previous versions, I can always go to the generation history, and then play, download, or restore a previous version. But let's move on, go to the next line.
Why? Any statement to give out.
This is an interesting one. I wish this break here was a bit longer. So what I can do is I can insert a break, make it a bit of a longer break, play it again.
Why? Any statement to give out.
Yeah, that's much better. I can also lock this down and make sure no future edits are made to this line. But enough about audiobooks. Let's create a podcast. I can go to the studio creation page, click on create a podcast, and import a URL because I want to make a podcast based on this blog article on the ElevenLabs blog. It's an interesting article about how voice AI can be used in education. I want the conversation to be quite short, and I'm happy with the host and guest voices. I can indicate this will be a podcast in English and then click generate. And when this process completes, I'm dropped back into this editor, and I can see that it's a conversation between this voice Chris and this voice Jessica. And let's listen to what the AI came up with.
Imagine a world where one-on-one tutoring is available to everyone, not just the wealthy. Well, that world might be closer than you think, thanks to conversational AI in education.
That's a bold claim. How exactly is AI making this possible?
Okay, that's pretty good, but I really want to emphasize claim here, so I can edit what the AI came up with, and then, of course, play it again.
That's a really bold claim. How exactly is AI making this possible?
So now I've shown you how to create an audiobook and how to create and edit a longer podcast, but there's many more things that you can achieve with Studio. We're very excited that even on the free plan, you can create up to 3 projects with Studio today. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for checking it out.
ElevenLabs is the place where technology meets art. It lets you just blend it together, and the difference between being a real techie person or a real artistic person, you can just blend it together to get something that you would not otherwise have imagined. My name is Kieran Declouet. I am, for this conversation, a voiceover artist of more than 30 years experience in studios. This is a studio tan. Don't get out in the sun much. As well as being a voiceover artist, I'm also a director of photography, editor, and creative director. I was looking for a way to shortcut some Australian voice work and came across ElevenLabs and went into the voices there, and I wanted to see if ElevenLabs had any Australian voices. And at the time, they didn't. So I contacted ElevenLabs and say, hey, introducing myself, maybe I can help you solve it, because I've been recording voiceovers all this time. I know a lot of voiceover artists. And so that was the beginning of me recording a 2-hour data set for what became, hey, did you know I'm the guy around the corner? You make chicken wings? I'm there in a flash. I'm that guy. Yeah, Charlie. I'm what you call a tough marker. I've been editing voice in feature films for decades, so I can pick it when it doesn't sound real, especially when the emotion's not real. I was incredibly impressed. The first thing I typed, it was probably something really short like, hey, this is Kieran, help me, I'm
Stuck in a box, let me out! Help, help!
I do phone recordings, for example. They're all the same read, and if you've got that one client, they're all the same client. Well, imagine if you could go, oh, here's a 10-page IVR recording, bang it through ElevenLabs, hit generate a couple of times, there's a good take. You know, they could work from anywhere in the world. I sent a voiceover to one of the startups I'm involved with yesterday, as I'm quite busy at the moment. Instead of recording it, I banged it through ElevenLabs, and I didn't even pretend I'd recorded it, and they thought it was fantastic. I've got 2 voices with ElevenLabs. One is Charlie, a pre-made voice that I've licensed with ElevenLabs, and one is Lee, a voice I've created myself using ElevenLabs' professional voice cloning tool, and I've enabled payouts. That's something that anybody can do. ElevenLabs is a game changer for voice artists like me, offering advanced voice cloning that saves time and extends my vocal capabilities. And then Lee would say, it's instant audio generation, boosts my productivity. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Charlie. Where are we going to go have a beer? Over at ElevenLabs. What have I made out of it in the last 6 months? I really don't like to say, but I'm a busy guy with 3 businesses and a 30-year career. And if I'm taking the time to do this, it's worth my while. You know, when the Beatles recorded their albums, which still stand up today, you had scientists from EMI in lab coats working those machines. High barrier to entry on getting a good sound. Digital came in, the barrier gets a bit lower. Then you get shooting on digital versus film. They're all valid, quality issues, but in every case, it makes a higher quality level production attainable for a lower barrier to entry. I'm all for telling all the voiceover artists, take an interest in AI. And I've steered a couple of clients to it who want me to voice stuff that really isn't worth my time for what they want to pay for it. It's like having another little digital me. If you know about it, you can leverage it, as I have.
Future looks like wow. Oh wow. It's like wow. Yeah. Future looks like wow.
Once upon a time in the narrow streets of London.
It's like wow.
Just sharing so much. आमंत्रित कर रहे हैं. मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ. अरे ये कितने अच्छे आदमी हैं.
Call it in now, hit him with the best shot. Bring it in now, burn him with the high. Making moves, making moolah. Bada bing, bada boo, yeah. Get loose, get ready for this, It's all brand new, yeah. Catch a ride to the future. Let me introduce, yeah.
Aye, lad, there's magic in these old bones yet.
Watch out, big world. I'm small, but I'm mighty.
It's coming up right now. Coming up right now, and it's looking like how? Future looks like wow, and it starts right now. It's like wow.
Hey, can I check the status of my order?
Yes, of course. Your order is due to arrive at around 2 p.m.
Oh wow, and it starts right now. Future looks like wow. Oh wow. And it starts right now.
Let us bring humankind together as one.
wow.